it's a text that I actually write to saying like some special message about the police brutality. Because I was actually watching the documentary about Tupac before he got to the prison, and the judge told Tupac, "Do you have just one special word that message you want to say before you finish the process for to go to jail?" And he was he looking at the judge face, and he was like, "So I came here, so you were asking me to give like a special message, but the way you're looking at me, it's like it don't even matter what I'm gonna say. Just because you keep looking at my skin, stuff like that, my tap that I have on my skin. So literally, my word is not good in fire." So while I was watching the documentary, and then there was a track sound coming to the background, and it came to my mind. I'm listening to the track, and then the melody come to my mind, and then I stopped the documentary right away, and I took my phone, and I just opened the recorder, and I stopped singing. I started the song. Dirty car, why are you killing us? But I was actually driving my car, so I had to stop the car, pull up by the way, and grab my cell phone and try to sing because I didn't want to lose the melody. That was, the way that I came with my, with that music, like Dirty Car. That's why I came with the melody and everything. And then when I got home, I sat down and started writing all the lyrics. I mean, police brutality, it's a big deal in this country. So I've been in this country for like 12 years, and I constantly, look at this story every single day. But it's more about like black people, because if you're walking around, you never usually see cops, dealing like wrong with other race. I'm not saying other race every time about the victimized about what the cops is doing. But I can say police brutality, it's a number one issue for black people, because we're like minority. I mean, if you don't have money, you're poor, you live in society. So it depends, and there's another thing very important in this story. It depends where you're living. If you're living in a poor neighborhood, like the zip code, once you give your zip code, they know it's poor people, minorities, black folks who live in those areas, you don't really have respect. So I would say this is one of the main reasons that I came with the track Dirty Cop, because I don't see the way the police deal different than the way they treat the white community or Hispanic or Latino, whatever it is. So when I'm looking at this story, so I can't hide my feeling about it because I'm a black man. So I'm a black man, we're 100% black. So when I'm looking at the story, when I'm following the story, the way the cops are treating black folks in the black community, it's way completely different than the way they treat the white folks and the Latino, Indian or whatever issue. I'm not saying they're not getting issue with that too, but I can tell so openly. So we're the number one target for certain cops. Yeah, I mean, Dirty Cop. So one of the special message that I have in this song, one thing that people need to understand, it doesn't matter what what the racial is, black folks, like white, Latino, Indian, whatever it is. So the main answer should be everybody supposed to be together. We're supposed to put hands together and come with an answer. And it's not something that you can just come one day and fix this issue and think it's resolve just one day. It's not gonna happen, because this is a systematic racism. Systematic racism has been on for like decade. So it can be like 2, 3, 4 decade. It's not something that just pop up one day, so that we can just come, just one day and think, or 1 week, we're gonna come with a change, we're gonna get what we need, so black folks will get more respect in this society. I think this is something that really, should take time. This thing gotta go deeper than what people think. It's not only just come out and say Black Lives Matter, it's not only just come out and say we want change, but saying what change is one thing, but come up with actually the real change take time. So we gotta work on it, and that's something we have to do together. It's supposed to be deeper, because we gotta work it out. So the Congress, I would say Congress, executive, every single branch in this government, the justice system, everything. Everybody has to work together, put hands together, forget about the racial issue. Forget about I'm white, I'm black, I'm Latino, I'm Indian, I'm African. So forget about all those racial things. Just come together, put hands together, and come with a real answer so that once for all, black folks can live as a human being like everybody else in this society. Because it's not cool, it's not chill. Like seeing the way the cops are treating the black folks in this society, this is very shameful. And like everybody can remember, this is the United States of America, land of freedom. Let's bring equality, because that's what we need. We can't be in this 21st century having treated black folks like they're like more than animal, because an animal get treated well. So, but the way we get treated, it's unacceptable. So we gotta do better, and we're better than that. We're better than that. So we have to work it out. It's a very, very big issue. Like we have to put hands together, black, Latino, white, Indian, and fix this once for all. Dirty cop. That's the special message. I mean, police brutality. It's not only police brutality. It's a system brutality. Because I wouldn't only just talking about the police. So, like I said when I first started the first verse in my lyrics, for many years we've been fighting for justice, education, health. They're selling my pieces because not everybody get access, with real education. I mean, everybody knows. So we live in this society. So we know there is a school that limited to certain people. Depends who you are, where you're from, your family, what's your name. And if you got money, where you live in your zip code, neighborhood. So it's a very, very, very big issue because not everybody get access to real health, real education. So and the justice is it's another story. So I would say it's not only police brutality. I would say it's a system brutality. So this is why I take my time when I'm writing a song. I'm talking about not only the police brutality, but I'm talking about a system brutality. Not because I just don't want to say only like it's a systematic, racial, issue, racial profiling. It's all about, for me, it's all brutality. It doesn't have to be only the cops. So the way you get treated, the fact that we don't have access to education. So we born in this country as black folks, but we don't have access to education. We don't really have access to health. So it's an example. Look at the COVID-19 coming around. So who's dying more? The black community, right? So why? Because they got health issue. They're diabetic, right? They got a heart issue. They got a lot of health issue. So that's why they're vulnerable. Like once the COVID-19 just hit them up, it's over. So which means it's not only police brutality, it's a system brutality against the black folks. And that's why I take my pen and I emphasize about the way we get treated in this country. Supposed to be free, land of the freedom. Let's be equality, that's all we need. So it's not only the cops, the system, health issue, education issue, like the justice system, everything needs to touch up. Because it's a whole together that really the disaster that we're living, as a black in this community.